Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Planescape Torment. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today as we talk to Tekelak. That's the word.
Alright.
And see what he has to say. You see a vaguely humanoid creature covered with grotesque scales. It has huge wings and a prehensile tail. It watches you approach with amusement. Greetings. It barks out a laugh and smiles at you. Yes, greetings to you, little human. I have some questions. By all means, ask your questions. It gives you a humorous smile. Yeah, I should say that he's a red, Abishai, so, yeah. Who are you? It ponders your question for a while. My name is not important. If there were a reason for you to know me, you would. It pauses. If you need to attach a name to me, you may call me Tekelak. The creature smiles. What kind of name is that? The only one you will get from me, and it stares at you intently. What are you? It cocks its head to one side and gives you a thoughtful look. What am I? Do you really need to know? It pauses to think. No harm, I suppose. I believe your kind knows me as a greater Batazu. Specifically, a Cornugon. Oh, you're a greater Batazu? Yes, does this surprise you? It looks at you expectantly. No, I just don't see why you'd be here. Aren't you supposed to be fighting some blood war or something like that? It frowns at you. Yes, there is the blood war, but that is far away for now and need not be spoken of. Why not? For no other reason that I chose not to. For now. It glares at you. Okay. So what are you doing here? My business here is my own. I don't see it as a concern of yours. It smiles knowingly at you. I suggest you change the subject. I don't understand. Why the secrecy? You give me the impression that something else is going... Actually, I'm not gonna ask that right away. What can you tell me about this place? What is there to tell? He gestures vaguely at the surroundings. Look with your own eyes. All is laid bare before you. Okay. What can you tell me about the city of Cursed? It frowns and gives serious thought to your question. It is a forsaken place. A place of betrayal and chaos. A city balanced on the edge of disaster. Travel wisely within its borders. Balanced on the edge of disaster? It sighs and looks away. This is a border town, little human. On one side are the Outlands. On the other is the plane of Carceri. So long as the status quo in Curse remains balanced, this will continue to be a border town. Go on. If things get out of hand in the city, it could slide into Carceri and become one with the plains. Impose too much order, and it ceases to be a border town by sliding into the Outlands. And it shrugs. That is the way of such places. Yeah, we have learned about this. So you're saying the city could actually be displaced? Yes. He says with a mock smile. Well, if that were to happen, what could be done about it? It shrugs. Determine which way the city has slid and apply an opposing force. Too much order? Instigate some chaos. Too little order? Impose more law. It smiles at you. If you were persistent in your efforts, you could pull the city back to its border status, or slide it to the opposite side. Oh. You've been very helpful, which brings up another question. Why? Why what? It gives a confused look. You Batazu are supposed to be incarnations of evil. So why are you being helpful? Or so helpful? It barks out a laugh and smiles at you. Do not mistake my help as kindness, nor me as anything other than evil. I am helping you because it serves my needs, nothing more. How does helping me serve your needs? How indeed? It continues to smile. Okay. Sure. Okay, there's a lot to be said. This is actually the most, one of the most blatant, well, now that we're dealing with these guys, I guess we'd always kind of go around to this bit. This is one of the most blatant shortcomings of the definition of evil in Dungeons and Dragons. Because you see, the problem is, as a society, you're always better served by, well, this is sort of a, it's not a catch-22, but it's a recursive and self-fulfilling prophecy. But the thing is, as a society, you are... so I'm talking about the Batizu society, or the Tenari, or... No, wait a minute, that's not the Tenari. These guys are something else. Bator society, or whatever. I don't know. But as a society, you'll always be better served if you follow good. So for somebody in a society to admit that they're evil, they need to be counter to their own society. And that's why it's recursive, because it's what serves the society better that is defined as evil. And you can see this with different societies. So some societies will value cooperation, others will value, interestingly enough, not cooperating. It's rare, but they do exist. Well, ancient Japan at least was, well, I say ancient Japan, not really that ancient. 500 years ago, Japan was very much, as far as I can tell, very different, as far as I know, I should say, very different from what we today perceive as just helping, being kind to others, and just, well, when I say being kind to others, even that is different from society to society. But in the sense of, you know, should you help somebody that's asking for help? Well, that's not really the question, but should you ask somebody that is not asking for help? And that question in and of itself can vary greatly. And the thing is, what I mean is, cooperation serves your needs better than just following your short-term goals. And that does not become apparent if you're a single person. That becomes apparent if you're a society, because you have the big picture stuff. So if you have a society that's all fighting in between each other, that's the problem. That's the problem right there. So he needs to be evil towards the outside world and good towards, his own society. But that's not what the canon of Dungeons and Dragons proposes. It proposes a definition of evil that is magically sustainable, because it is. It needs to be magically sustainable. An evil society in this game needs to have a magical way, a way that doesn't actually necessarily have to make sense, but that it has a magical way to sustain itself, even though everybody is a scumbag. So what I'm thinking here is, what could his intent be in helping me? It's because that very much touches that. He's helping me because it serves his needs. But the thing is he actually helping me? Because, you see, excuse me, when you study you don't need to study, you just need to argue about anything. When you argue about anything and you hear somebody's argument, somebody's argument can make total sense. And this guy is giving me an argument, he's telling me things. Can make total sense, but it can be biased nonetheless, because they can choose or actually just simply hide or not know information that would change their argument and, either complete it or just nullify it completely. So that's where bias comes in, and he might be purposely introducing that bias right there. So I like to think of myself as somebody that can spot the possibility of bias easily enough. Well, I say easily enough, really. Anyway, it doesn't matter, but what he's telling me right here actually goes directly, towards what I was hearing before. But there's definitely something going on in here, so I wanted to, I'm gonna ask that question about what's going on, so I wanted to talk about that before I did. Anyway, as a godsman, I happen to know we are working on a secret device in the Foundry. Is it these guys? Huh. Can you tell me anything about that? You are a godsman. It looks at you with some respect. Because of your affiliation, I will answer your question. My superior commissioned the device. It is a weapon to be used in the Blood War. Okay, what is the Blood War? It ponders your question for a while. At first you think it will not answer you. The Blood War is a skirmish that we are having with the Tenari. It is of no consequence and need not be spoken of. Why is that? For no other reason than I choose not to, for now. Okay, there's definitely something going on in here. So it says it's going to answer my questions, but it doesn't. So I don't think that matters to anything. But at least we can now... Well, I suspected it was something to do with this. I don't know why I suspected that. I think we might have been fed some clues regarding that. So let me ask that. And yeah, I don't understand why the secrecy. You give me the impression that something else is going on here. It looks at you with mock surprise. Do I? Or do you choose to interpret my words or actions to suit your own needs? Either way, I have answered your question. I will not speak on this matter. Why? Okay. Yeah, his argument is actually very easy to... It's not a very strong argument. Excuse me. He's just saying... Just casting doubt on my motivations. That's actually a fallacy right off the bat. It's not... You know, that's right. It's not a very strong argument. I was gonna postulate more on how it's not a strong argument. It is really not, and I probably should kill you. I would say that killing you would be a good thing. We got a red Abishai over here. But I'm not gonna kill him right away. I think that is... Carceri is order, is lawful, right? I think so. I mean, it's a prison, so it would be order. Otherwise, it would be a little bit of a mess. But I don't know if I should kill him, because that might tip the scales. This is interesting. If the game has some sort of internal barometer, I will say. Did I say barometer? I did, because I was reading his name in my mind. To just change the city based on my actions. That'd be quite interesting. Okay, we got a few things over here. I can send Mort over here to get those, but nothing else. Okay, so we have that thing over there.
Done.
It's not done. Just get it. Okay. It's this thing over here, and I need to put it somewhere right there. Oh, wait a minute. This is different. Whispering Flask. Whispering Flask. Whispering Flask. Huh. It's only usable by him, though. And the handkerchiefs, I don't think I need them. So I'm gonna drop them. Excuse me. And I am gonna get this thing. I do apologize. We've got that silver ring. I might as well. Let's have it. Oh, no, wait a minute. There's this thing. Of course. Hold Undead, Ice Knife, and Remove Curse. I think I have all of those. But let me get them. So, Remove Curse. Nope, we don't have that one. Okay, need to throw something else away. How about that? How about Hold Undead? Do I have Hold Undead? Nope, don't have Hold Undead. Let's drop it over there, because I think the Ice Knife, I do. Nope, don't have that either. Okay, these things have got to be a little bit more expensive, right? Than, right? Yeah, there it is. Got a little bit more expensive than just jewelry. Jewelry. Oh, wait a minute. I got... What are those? Dirty Rat Charm. Oh, yeah. For pickpocket and stealth. Okay. Good stuff. Let's have a chat with Vor'cha. You see a middle-aged man in shoddy clothes. He frowns at your approach and looks about warily. Greetings. He frowns... his frown deepens as he examines you.
Hello. What do you want?
I have some questions.
Like what?
Who are you? He hesitates before answering.
Name's Vor'cha.
He doesn't elaborate on his answer. Okay. So what are you doing here? He stares at you blankly, then shrugs.
I'm a trader. This is my storage area.
Oh, what do you store here?
I don't see that that's any concern of yours.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Well, ale, mead, and other goods.
He looks somewhat nervous. What are you so nervous about? He begins to fidget.
Oh, nothing.
He gives you a defiant look.
Can we change the subject?
Yeah, sure. So, what can you tell me about this place?
I've nothing to tell, really. Look around for yourself.
Okay. So, I'm looking for a Deva. I've heard isn't cursed?
A Deva. I've heard rumors.
He pauses. What rumors?
Some digging was going on here to expand the prisons. Word is they broke into an unknown chamber by accident.
He turns back to you.
Found something or someone there imprisoned. Some say it was a Deva that was found. Others say it was Batazu, and others say it was a Tanari.
He shrugs.
I don't care myself. Whatever it is, I intend to stay away from it.
So where's the chamber?
I have no idea. Keep poking around down here and you're likely to find it. Not that would be a good thing, mind you.
Okay. So, I think you're up to something and I want to know what. He glares at you, then sighs.
Okay, I'm bringing the stuff in through alternate channels. The guards don't know.
Oh, so you're a smuggler.
I'm a bootlegger. Sounds better than smuggler. Don't don't you think? He gives you a crafty look. Say, how'd you like to help me out for a piece of business? Okay, what kind of help? He thinks for a moment. There's a Geraleth near here. It's been trying to kill me, and that makes it hard to get my stuff out. I need to take care of it. Oh, I think I met this Geraleth. What's a Geraleth? He shrugs. It's some dumb creature intent on eating everything it sees. And he shrugs at you anxiously. He looks at you anxiously. So why don't you deal with it yourself? I'm not a warrior. It would kill me outright. He glances at your scars. Anyone who can survive what you obviously have should be able to deal with it. Okay. What do I get if I take care of it for you? I can use a partner. Nothing is good, or business is good, and I can handle, or I can't, and I can distribute everything myself. We'll split the profits down the middle. What do you say? Yeah, I've already dealt with the Geraleth. It's dead. So are we partners now? He looks at you surprised, but quickly recovers. He glances at you and to see if you noticed. Oh, that's great. Good job. So you said you'd make me your partner. I'm ready to collect. Oh yes, I did that. He stares at you for a moment, then begins to fidget. You didn't think I could kill the Geraleth, did you? He stares at you a moment longer, then sighs. No, I didn't. It seems you've exceeded my expectations. I was hoping the Geraleth would deal with you and save me the trouble. Now I guess I have to take care of you myself. And he suddenly draws a weapon and attacks. Oh no, I'm being attacked by a guy. Ouch. Well, he's actually quite decent at killing. Or hitting, anyway. And he's dead. Also, what did he leave? A silver bracelet. Lovely. My favorite. Not really. That's the stuff. Okay. What? Was she? Is she? What? Are they both in the same place? They might be both in the same, like, square or something. So there we go. That guy's dead. Oh well. Self-defense and all that. So I can't go back. What? Oh, of course I can't. Right? That's obvious. I think that's obvious. I need to talk over here to the hermit so I can sleep once again. So yeah, I'd like to place. I'd like to rest. Thank you very much. Let's keep moving. Excuse me. Yeah, so basically there's a door on the other map that I didn't open yet, but that's because I wanted to come over here, and I'm glad I did. Because that probably tells me what I should know regarding not opening doors or not going through doors or pathways before I explore a single area first. So let's go over here. Everything is dead and gone, so I'm good with that. Not the guys that are dead. We got Sanctum, Inner Ring, Middle Ring, and Outer Ring. Yeah, we've been through all of those. And now, here we go. As you approach the door, the link of chain tree is pressed into your hands begins to heat. There is a telltale flickering around the edges of the barbed gate. A portal awaits here. No, I have activated the portal already. What? Wait a minute. What? That soundtrack, that line right there is pretty amazing. Before you is a towering, empty suit of armor, but the plates are suspended in space, as if secured over an invisible frame. Red veins run across the length of the metal greaves, and a huge double-edged executioner's axe rests in its hand. Engravings decorate the surface of the armor, the most prominent of which is a crimson serpent with its wings outspread. By the way, I should say that there is no such thing as a double-edged executioner axe. There are very rarely double-edged axes in the first place, and they're very, very small in blade, so that's definitely not an executioner blade at all. And what you'll get for an executioner, well, glaives are decent, but you don't need one of that. You just need like a bearded axe or something like that. But usually executioners prefer swords because they are easier to cut, and they're easier to maneuver and all that sort of stuff. Also lighter, which, oddly enough, is better than an axe. Unless you're just a lazy executioner. In this case, it's just, the heavier the better. There it is. But anyway. Vhalor.
Let's examine the armor first. The armor is archaic, and the shoulder blades are just that. A great ridge of blades sprouting from the shoulder plates. You almost would have taken the ridged blades as decoration, but they look too heavy and dangerous to be anything more than an additional weapon on an already menacing suit of armor. The armor bears dents and other marks of battle, and its surface has been scarred by age and rust. The double-bladed battle axe is reminiscent of an executioner's axe. Again, battle axes are not double-bladed. The name, anyway, for battle axe, they're not double-bladed. The axe head has been forged into the likeness of a blood-red serpent with its wings outspread. Interesting. The outstretched wings curling to become the edges of the axe. The axe itself is huge. Even wielded two-handed, it would require tremendous strength to use effectively, yet it rests in the disembodied gauntlet of the armor, almost casually. Yeah, and it wouldn't be able to... The thing about huge weapons is that, yes, it would require a lot of strength to use it effectively. The problem with that is that at a certain point, that strength would be put to better use to just actually accelerate a normal axe rather than use this axe effectively. So its lightness is good sometimes. Not with the axes. You know, you do want a heavy head, but you already are gonna have a heavy head because that's how axes are made. So because it's wood or whatever the rest of the hilt is. The helm resembles the skull of some creature. Curved metal teeth line the bottom edge of the faceplate, hanging down over empty space. The helm rests in the air, its interior hidden in shadow. Vhalor. That's what I said. That's what I asked. Anyway, you don't know where the name came from, but you know it belongs to the armor. You barely whisper it, but it echoes strangely in the chamber. The air stirs just enough to send a crawling sensation swimming through your skull, and a knot to tighten in your heart. I'm gonna try and recall the memory and bring it to the surface, because I was not remembering that name at all. As you stare upon the suit of armor, the shadows beneath the visor take shape, coalescing into the features of a powerful, ebony-skinned man. His eyes are like fires, and he bears numerous scars. Was this Vhalor when he wore flesh? He seems hauntingly familiar, both as a suit of armor and as a flesh and blood human. Vhalor, awaken. Oh crap, don't do that. There's a flare of brilliant red light from beneath the helm, lancing out to almost blinding. You shield your eyes from the glare. When you uncover them, you see two embers burning within the shadows of the helm.
I have awakened.
Oh. The voice is spectral, hollow, and echoes within the suit of armor. It is not a human voice, and I still haven't talked to my guys. I'm gonna do that next episode. It is not a human voice. Well, it sounded human to me, but anyway. It feels more like a force. A presence. It doesn't sound like anything alive. Or like anything that ever lived. Who are you?
Updated my journal.
I am Vhalor. Or Vhalor. What are you? I am a mercy killer. As Vhalor pronounces the word mercy killer, Anna and Morty stiffen. Mercy killer? Mercy killers serve justice. Justice purges evil. Anna and Morty both. Morty is good. Or easy. I am now beginning to doubt that the game is telling me the truth with that. It shouldn't, but then again, that's metagaming. That's too easy metagaming. Although, I don't know, whatever. He's not a character. He's not my character, so it makes sense that he would have a different... the game would lie regarding his alignment, because, I have the information that the game gives me, my character has the information that, the world gives him, and the character screens and all that are information that my character has. So let's see, yeah, justice purges evil. When all have been cleansed, the multiverse achieves perfection. Yeah, we've gone over this before. Yeah. Anyway, about the notion of evil and all that. Why are you called mercy killers? Mercy is a shield used by the weak. Mercy is weakness. Mercy is death. No one is innocent. Mercy killers slay mercy and its horrors wherever their plague has carried them. Let's see. Mercy is strength. Can I say that? And there are times when even justice can be unjust, especially when carried to the extreme. That's the wimpiest line ever. I mean, It's just oversimplifying that. Justice is just it's so hard to define anyway. To begin with, I personally think that justice is not what the law says, but that's not necessarily what's being said over here. Although it might be understood as that, especially. I mean, I think they are lawful good. So yeah, I think in the constraints of the game, I think this is one that I will go with. I disagree. Mercy is strength, and there are times when even justice can be unjust, especially when carried to the extreme. Although, pay no attention to all the people I've killed. Please don't. Mercy eats at the heart of justice. No one that lives is innocent. Oh, I love these questions. What defines justice, Vhalor? What is it, really? Justice is defined by law. Oh, then you make it very simple for me, then. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for explaining it to me. Yeah, basically, I'm glad that I said that all right, that I said, yeah, justice is not necessarily the law. Justice can be the application of the law, depending on the context. So basically, if you have two people that agree with the law and that are aware of the law, and then one of them misbehaves for whatever reason, for whatever reason, they can still be doing something that they think is right, but applying the law in that case, because somebody that was fully aware of the law and agreed with the law, and in consequence would probably agree with the judgment that would be made to punishing that person, punishing that person would be just, I feel. Because, I mean, fairness and justice are two different things, and I think that's the most important realization that I've come to regarding this subject. It's such a tricky subject as well. But fairness and justice are two different things, and I needed to kind of conciliate that in my head until I could define for myself what. Well, I can't really define for myself, but at least come to a closer understanding of what I personally believe justice is. Yeah. What is law, Vhalor? Law is the tool by which justice is served. Oh! Am I gonna be able to point out the contradiction here? Not really a contradiction, actually. It's the recursive definition of things. And what makes the laws, Vhalor? Law is defined by justice. Yeah, that's the word. Circular argument. I'm sorry I didn't come up with that. Oh, I knew the word, I didn't come up with the word. I didn't say the word before, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's a circular argument, Vhalor. It's meaningless. You say justice is defined by law, which is defined by justice. Law is defined by justice. Yeah, you just said that. Living men and women make laws, Vhalor. And are the laws they make just? Laws are just. Yeah, but if these laws are made by living men and women, who as you've said, are not innocent, then haven't the laws been tainted by their hands? This is actually not addressing the problem with the circular argument. This is addressing a different argument, which is the fact that laws are made by innocence, and that's another issue, but still. Nothing that lives is innocent, yet law rises above the flesh and blood. From imperfection, perfection may be made, and just laws may be refined, bled of their evil. Oh, how am I going to be able to counter this? Because this is, I mean, citation needed, for starters, but, I mean, and then there's the problem that he needs to define perfection before that, because there's multiple meanings to the word perfection. You can have something that is just devoid of flaws, or you can have something that is the best thing. Anyway, yeah, then you admit laws are not always perfect, but if these same laws define justice, then, oh, that's a good point. They are not always perfect. They are being bled. That's a good point right there. Yeah, but if these same laws define justice, then isn't justice imperfect as well? He's silent. Vhalor, there is no justice. All you do in the name of justice is meaningless. Boy. No, I wouldn't say meaningless, but my character would. Your life is meaningless. The embers in Vhalor's eyes flicker and then flare. Your words are nothing to me, he says. You seek to sway me from the path of justice. He raises his axe menacingly. I shall see you punished. Very well, Vhalor. If it's a fight you want. Okay, well, let's kill this guy.
Right.
Sorry. What's going on? Okay, this is a good point. I think this is a good missile of patience on his face. Hopefully it doesn't come my way. It's probably gonna come my way. He's dead. There we go.
I'm gone.
Against single characters like that, it is very powerful. Okay, you can go away. Did I get anything? I did not. Did I gain any experience? Shut up. Did I get any experience? Combat log, there it is. I did, 6,000. Not very good, but it's better than nothing. But anyway, we're going through that portal next episode. For now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been a lot about justice and evil. I do ramble, I know, but I hope you enjoyed it. I really do. But yeah, even if you didn't, I still have to thank you very, very much for watching until the end, and for staying with me throughout the whole series, or maybe not, but at least throughout the whole episode. So thank you so much, and I will see you next episode. Bye-bye.